Hi, and welcome to your Wellness Wednesday video. It's Canada Day today, and so happy Canada Day to all my fellow Canadians. Um, Today the essence that came up is the essence of oak, and it came up under the area of surrender. This one is very similar to what we had last week with Tiger Lily. It talks about being able to surrender and bring in the beautiful feminine energy of flowing acceptance, and allowing things to be. And what oak helps with, and what kind of what it helps with, is that it helps when we are striving, when we are pushing ourselves, when we are always in that go mode, always trying to do more, to push ourselves. It definitely has the qualities which, if not taken in a wounded fashion, but has the masculine qualities of perseverance, strength, tenacity, all of those things, but it comes from a wounded place. So it comes from a place where it very much is pushing us. And for a lot of people, that's because it ties to the lack and scarcity belief that so many of us have within us, males and females, that we need to do more so that we are worthy or valuable or successful, whatever the word is that kind of works for you. It's that drive within us that stops us from allowing things to flow. And I know a lot of people in the spiritual world are kind of coming up against this right now. I mean, everybody is, but I'm noticing a lot in spiritual businesses that people that I know are kind of going through that, where they're learning to step back, because even though they, talk about rest and things like that, they're still doing it from that wounded place. So they may not be actively writing something for their websites or doing something that way, but even in the constant thinking, churning, processing, all of that kind of stuff. And so they're still pushing, they're just not doing it in the physical sense, I guess is the best way to say it. And so I feel like why this is coming up this week is because for so many of us, we are really being asked to step into that divine feminine energy, that surrender, that flow that I've talked about before, about being like nature and allowing things to just flow as they will, rather than trying to push them and rather than trying to achieve things. And oak is such a beautiful one because it talks about when we learn to balance that within us, then we are able to surrender and take inspired action that can heal the world, really. It's not about, do I have the right things to say, or I need to push more content out, or I need to get more people to follow me, or I need to be heard by more people. It's just about that, allowing things to be, allowing things to flow. And this can be a really hard one, and it can work on so many levels, because there is this drive within us to be of service, most of us, to be of service, and to know that we have the ability to help and serve others, but yet we're still tied up in that old way of doing things, of that wounded masculine, of pushing, striving, making things happen, doing, rather than being centered in our energy and allowing it to flow as it will when it needs to. So it's a beautiful flower essence that offers us to the balance of the masculine and the feminine, both divine, and the releasing of those wounded masculine beliefs of having to feel like we always have to push through. And so if this resonates for you, you can just follow along with me and repeat after me and call this flower essence in. And if you would like more information, I just recently released a course on the Divine Feminine Rising, which talks all about this masculine feminine that is coming up so strongly for us now. It talks about all of the divine masculine and feminine energies, as well as the wounded masculine and feminine energies, because I feel like we often talk about the divine energies, we leave out the wounded, or vice versa. So this really talks about all four of them. Anyway, to call Oak in, I'll put the link in the comments for the course. But to call Oak in, just take a deep breath. Take a couple really deep breaths. Breathe like you're breathing out of your feet. And repeat after me. I ask for the flower essence of oak to enter my energy fields, energy body, and physical consciousness with the help of the divine. I ask for the flower essence of oak to assist me with releasing being iron will and inflexible and over striving beyond my limits. I ask for the flower essence of oak to assist me with balanced strength, accepting limits, and embracing surrendering. I ask for the flower essence of oak to manifest, to integrate, and then wherever you may feel that in your body. If you don't feel it anywhere, you can put it on your hands and your temples, or that's the basic one if you feel it everywhere. And then just say, and stabilize. And then just breathe that in. Again, another beautiful offering that's very current for what's kind of going on. If you're feeling like you have to do things, that's not what the universe wants from you. The universe wants you to be like nature, be the nature that you are, and surrender. So this is a beautiful one that will help you surrender more into just being who you are, rather than doing something to make things happen. I wish you all well, and again, happy Canada Day, and love to you all.